We open on Cinnamon, sitting by a fire.
Studio audience cheering.
Going buck wild. He is holding a stick with a marshmallow to the end of it. Whoa, everybody. Seems like our vagabonds have found themselves in a little bit of a sticky situation. Cinnamon carefully plucks the marshmallow off and begins eating it, some of it getting stuck to his fur. Led by Lord Scowl to open up a trade route with the Riverfolk, the gang did a good job negotiating, especially after encountering the Woodland Alliance blockade. After finding terms that seemed agreeable to all parties, they took some well-deserved sleep. However, they were woken to sounds of chaos. Jack being swept away as the crowd as Orphan and Oppo caught sight of the eerie ship, the Quell. And we fade to black on Cinnamon, and we open up on Orson and Oppo. Orson and Oppo, you have climbed the top of the hotel and now have a better view of the ensuing chaos. What do you both do?
Scream.
They've done it now.
Where's Jack? Where's Jack? They took him!
I grab Oppo and slap him.
I slap you back. We kill each other on the rooftop in a panic. We didn't know what to do. Okay, so after that...
Don't worry, Jack will save us.
Sure, Jack has this all figured out. He's got it all figured out. So, wait, okay.
Coming a mile away.
So we're standing on a rooftop, I'm assuming.
Yes.
You said to the north the Erie boat is, right?
Yes.
But the south is where we came from. Can I turn around and read a tense situation to see if I could see the Woodland Alliance and how they're doing this?
Read it. You can kind of see everything. So reading a tense situation is very appropriate here. And Tom, you can roll it as well if you want.
9.
Oh, that's good.
Let me ask my question first, and then you could determine if you want to roll, Tom. So I'm looking to the south, and I guess I want to ask, what should I be on the lookout for?
Okay, looking to the south, what do you want to be on the lookout for? I think what you see as you look to the south is you can see you do see the Blades Breeze, the ship you guys came in on with Captain Chomps, Aja, and Sid. It's in a holding position. It hasn't moved. You see some of the Woodland ships are staying in kind of like are still facing it. Some others have begun to kind of spread out and are now heading towards the north where you guys are.
Oh, okay. So they are calling to action. It seems like they're not just staying put. It sounds like. Orson!
What?
I think I should go check on the Woodland Alliance. If you, we should maybe we split up. I can see what their plan is and what's gonna happen with them, and then maybe you go somewhere else. If you know the Erie ship, maybe you could go to the Erie ship.
I'm not going to the Erie ship, man. You can't. I gotta go back. You can't make me. Pull out my sling.
We just start slapping each other.
No, I guess I can also read a 10 situation.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
9. Both of you get one question. It's very close. But
okay. Let's see. He did what should I be on the lookout for?
Yeah. Remember, these are suggestions too. If you have another question that's fairly broad, I will answer.
Can I see? This might not work, but I wonder if this is a valid. Can I see if there's a way to signal to Captain Chomps in that boat, in our boat, that we need help? Or can I see a way to quickly get to him at least?
I quickly get to him less so because of you just saw Jack get swept away, and I think the things you would see that would help you signal Captain Chomps. I think because you're out of depletion, aren't you? So you can't use extra items. If Oppo has any depletions, you could ball up. Well, that's actually not that much. You could ball up some paper you have, light it on fire, and use your sling to kind of make a fire signal and hope that they would understand. But you guys did not set up a signal at a time.
Yeah, no. Also, a little tiny fireball when the town is on fire doesn't necessarily work super well.
So you guys you can see easily now the town is not on fire, and that was not what was described last episode. Some of the woodland ships are on fire.
The woodland ships. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, so a couple in the north are on fire. 2 out of, but like I said, they're not massive ships. There's about 20 to 30 encircling traders.
Okay, I don't know if that answered my question and makes it so I can't change it, but can I just see where Jack went?
Yeah, you can use your question for that because that was just you asking about the situation. That wasn't a thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
see where Jack went by asking who is the most vulnerable.
Yeah, but I think Orson, you at least consider like, okay, you see the blade freeze, you see it's not moving too. You think about a way to signal, and then you see Jack is about he is about 50, no, probably more than that. He's probably around like 200 feet away on a couple like stalls down, kind of getting caught up with this crowd.
He looks like a child lost in a mall.
Jason!
Jason!
It's X to Jason.
No, it's heavy rain. It's a Heavy Rain reference, not
My name's Jack. Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys as Orson and Oppo are kind of surveying this situation, and Orson kind of gets a line on Jack. We hear a noise. Dave, roll a d20.
A d20
for sound effect.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Sound effect. Yes.
I'll do it in this because it's just a d20. A 13.
Okay, you hear this. I'm sure very appropriate noise. As we cut to Jack.
Hero of heroes.
Jack, you are a little bit beat up, and you're trying to find your footing as this crowd is, running scared. What do you do to kind of find yourself in this moment? What do you want to roll for it?
Are we just going to gloss over the fact that sound effect might be the silliest thing?
I hope it's like a clown's nose haunting.
Here, you know what? Continue with Jack. I'm gonna go get the CD so I can at least read the name of whatever that is, just so that we know what it is going forward, just to be funnier.
Okay.
Unfortunately, probably can't do this quick enough. So, because I was gonna say, I'm gonna try to tie a rope to my wrist crossbow and then use it as almost like a grappling hook.
Okay, I will let you. You can give deplete. Well, no, rope is pretty easy. I'm not saying you just have that on you. It's a little bit of a complicated maneuver. I'd let you at a negative. You take a -1 to kind of do this.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay.
What is that? Just
this would be your dex or your dex, whatever that is. Finesse. It's your finesse.
Oh, good. I have a +1, so that'll just negate the bonus.
Yeah, it's just a straight roll then.
Okay. It's a 7.
Okay, nice. I mean, that's technically a mixed success. So what happens is where are you aiming your wrist crossbow with the rope now?
Pretty much like one of the pillars of a shop. As I'm being pushed away, try to grab it just to hold my footing and kind of get myself out of the way. So just, a nearby shop's, wall or whatever however
okay.
They're set up.
You shoot the crossbow, it was mixed success, so it managed to, it does pierce one of the shops. It does cause a little bit of damage. It doesn't, wrap around. It just, go through it and then kind of, hook around. But you feel it go taut. And just as you do feel it go taut, you hear a noise as well. The same noise that Dave just rolled for.
It is I, that hero of
so about that sound. It's the answering machine message by Quick Draw McGraw. So I don't know how long that's gonna go. Also, there's 100 sounds on this CD, so I just roll a D100.
Reroll a D100.
Let's see.
Well, also, what kind of copyright infringement we went involved?
All of
none.
Them. I got a 2.
Better.
Muttley bites dastardly on the butt.
Yes, perfect.
There we go. Perfect.
That's flawless.
What is that CD called?
It's Hanna-Barbera's cartoon sound effects.
Okay. I was like, why is it always Muttley and
Drama girl. Jack, as you feel it go taut, you hear this sound too. And you see the reaction of the people, the Riverfolk. Where it was extreme chaos before, it is still pretty chaotic, but they seem to be a little bit more focused now. As you kind of get to your feet and try to begin pulling yourself, what you notice is that the many ships that comprise Trader's Glen are separating.
Oh.
Do
It
they
makes
seem
that
to
sound
be
when it does that,
separating on purpose?
You get the feeling that noise isn't necessarily them separating. That is a signal for them to separate.
I have no idea what it sounds like, but that's probably close. Ow, my butt!
No, Muttley, please.
Bartley, don't eat my ass. It meant something different back then.
Butley.
Jack, that is what you kind of gather as you are beginning to steady yourself. As you feel the platforms begin to shift beneath your feet. You quickly see what is happening. Like a moment later, as you're getting close, there's now about 3 feet between you and the next ship. What do you do?
As I'm like holding on to the ship that I'm attached to. Well, I'm going to guess that possibly there's a shopkeeper in the shop that I attached myself to.
You actually roll a d6 for me.
Just 1d6?
Yeah.
A 4.
Okay, give me 1 second as I go back. 2, 3. You thought it was a shop, and it looks shop-like, but as you like kind of begin pulling yourself, that's what you're trying to do, like pull yourself basically, right? Yeah,
I'm just trying to get like kind of sturdy ground.
When you shot it, that's a different boat that you shot it to. You shot it across. So you'd have to use like a physical ability to get yourself to that boat if you want to. Which might be the best considering how like that you'd at least have a little bit of steadier ground there because you're at least attached.
Yeah. So all right, is that going to be another finesse roll?
Finesse, yeah.
Okay. With my bonus, that's a 9.
Nice. Describe it. Describe how you get over using this like makeshift grappling hook, and then we'll talk about your consequence.
I'm going to be. So I've got it there, and then you kind of see me almost like I'm pulling, but my feet are on the water, so it almost looks like I'm like skiing a bit as I'm going. Nice. And then I kind of like flap my wings a little bit to just like finally get up on the side. And then I'm going to, kind of like grip the edge and peer inside and just be like, what's happening?
Okay, so the consequence of that is that you pull yourself up and you notice there is now a little bit of wear on your crossbow. So you can mark 1 wear for this crossbow as you've kind of worn out using it for this. Like I said before, it looked like a shop, like from far away, it looks like the regular stalls. But as you get closer, there are no discerning markings, and as you kind of peek your head in, there aren't like shelves or anything. What you see is a fine cloaked figure with a bottom scarf obscuring the nose and mouth, and says, "I don't think you would recognize this figure." But this figure says, just a little bit of a chaos. It looks like I'm hoping everything works out. Can I interest you in something for these trying times? And he pulls out a little pouch.
Oh no.
No, thank you. But why are we separating?
It's free. Okay, well, roll a charm.
That's bad.
That is very bad.
4. I put a point in there. My thing didn't update. It's still a 5 though.
Yeah, that's not much better. He says, I wouldn't worry, you tourist. It'll be fine. Why don't you just take a load off real quick here? I can pull out some wares if you want. Just chill here with me. I do have this pouch if you want it. And then maybe we can just vibe and chill in here for a little bit. But you don't have, no pressure. You can also go out in the chaos.
Well,
it's comfortable, bud.
All right, I guess, how big are these ships because it's not like an individual platform. Like, are there?
So each of them would be. They're not as big as the Blades Breeze that you came in on. They're but they are bigger than the Woodland ships. Each like platform / ship is big enough for about 2 stalls.
Okay.
So you would guess this entire thing is made up of maybe 20, 25 ships. They're not all completely uniform. Some are bigger, some are a little smaller.
Yeah. I think I'll. Well, thank you for your time, but I'm gonna go see what's happening outside.
If you need a safe spot. He's a nice like beanbag chair is what it looks like. It's just an amorphous blob that he kind of like lounges back and just where to find me.
And I'll step outside and since I'm on sturdy ground again too, I'm going to try to look around and see if I can see where Orson and Poe are. How far I am from them, how far their ship's separating.
Yeah, roll a read 10 situation. Yeah.
Oh, thank God, I got a 7.
Okay, so you got a 7, Jason. So you can ask me one question. Is yours just kind of where they are? Yeah, without too much of an issue. You see they're about a ship. There's like it's you, another ship, and then them on the hotel ship. But they're like I said, the ships are rapidly widening. There's now about 6 feet between each platform.
If only we could fly, Jack. If only we could fly.
Well, we only really glide, right? We don't.
Yeah, you glide. You cannot.
Oh, we can? Oh, I didn't know.
You can you can, and you will have to roll for it. You can glide, but you can't. That's about it. So Jack, you see them. What do you do? And then we'll switch back.
I'm gonna just start like cawing and flapping. Like, just like in a panic.
Roll charm. Roll
really
a charm.
Far away.
I got a 7.
That's not bad.
Wait, I gotta fix this number thing on the side.
Yeah. You make some sort of noise. There is a lot of noise, but like you're making a little bit of a ruckus. Some people are taking notice. And we switch back to Poe and Orson on top.
You see my ear twitch.
I see Jack. I see him down there.
He's cawing. He's cawing like a madman.
Let's glide to the boat between us, and we'll meet him in the middle.
Can
I just hop before I realize Poe can't glide at all?
Yes, but you have to roll for it.
Can I also jump and try to grab Orson?
Yes. All right. Perfect. So you're gonna roll first, Poe. Roll either finesse or strength or might.
Finesse or strength. Both of those are 0. So this will be fun.
Or luck. I will let you roll luck too.
Luck is +1. I got okay, so that's a 5 and a 3, so 8 plus 1 is a 9.
Okay.
For the luck.
You grab on, but you not grab on very comfortably. The mixed success in this is that Orson, you're gonna have to roll at a -1 might for this to work.
Oh my god, I already have 0 might. Well, it says a 9, so it's gonna be an 8 then, right?
Okay, that's not a complete failure. What happens is you float. The ships are separating. You undershoot it just a little bit, and you both plunge directly into the water.
It looks like triumphant, like they're gonna make it, and then they just disappear behind the back of the ramp. Oh no! Oh no!
I can't swim. No. We both can't swim. No, yours both just swim.
Both of you have to roll a might or a cunning to try to swim out of this.
I'll roll a cunning.
Oh, not cunning. Sorry, I'm sorry. Finesse, not cunning.
Oh, finesse. Okay.
I
I got a 7. 7 base. I have 0 finesse. So
looks like I got a 9, but hold on. I think I'm actually -1, so I got an 8. It's not. Yeah, it's not factoring in the negative.
Okay.
So yeah, it's negative.
If you have an exhaustion left, mark an exhaustion as you guys swim up. Well, you have exhaustion left. Both of you mark an exhaustion as you begin to swim up and like barely manage to clasp onto this platform.
I would have made it without you.
I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it without you. I would have been dead. I would have been dead for real.
And you guys begin to pulling yourself up. You now see that the ships are kind of separate enough to where you can see the Woodland Alliance beginning to kind of mobilize. There are some on fire trying to attack the Eerie ship. There are some. You can see Eerie soldiers kind of hopping onto the ship. Some of them are just firing from the Quell onto the Woodland Alliance. And you also see. Actually, read a 10 situation before we do something. One of you.
All of us, or
either one of you.
Yeah, I'll let Jorson do it.
I got a 9 plus 2, 11.
Oh, that's very. Yeah, you can ask me. I'm gonna use one of them right here because it's important. But then you can ask me 2 other questions. The one question I'm using is that you also see, as you're kind of like pulling yourself and setting yourself, you see that there are some Woodland Alliance members that have hopped on some of the trader ships.
Some of the but did you say the Eerie were also on this ship?
The Eries are on the Woodland Alliance ships. Some of them.
Okay.
You see some of them. You saw some, like, as you're pulling yourself up, you see a couple of them begin to glide down and like hop on the ships and begin fighting.
Okay, but they're not on the ship we're currently on.
No, none of them are. None of the Eerie have made it to the traders' ships.
Okay, but
however, there are a couple Woodland Alliance on the trader ships. Yeah, not on the one you're on, but like the outskirts.
Can I guess just again? Can I? Or what's up?
You have 2 more questions.
Okay. Can I spot Jack?
Yeah, you see Jack, like, you see him, like, people are still kind of running around him less than before, but you see him, like, kind of flapping his arms and kind of making a bunch of noise.
Get here.
So Jack's calling Orson. You're
just signaling him.
Oh, you're not hooing.
Show him where we are now.
And then I'll make my patented possum sound.
And then Muttley eats ass in the background.
Oh no!
Somewhere Bumpy says, "What is with this game? Why is this game such a cartoon?"
You guys hear how crazy you sound, right?
Tom, you still have one more question if you'd like to use it.
And then what is I think the biggest threat right now?
The biggest threat right now to what is important? The biggest threat
to us.
To you guys, I would say currently either A, and depending on what your priorities are, an escape, or possibly the Woodland Alliance. As you can see the Woodland Alliance aren't just running around killing people. You can see they are taking some things.
Oh, so they're like looting while the chaos is happening.
See, I told you these guys are big. See that, Poe? These are your glorious Woodland Alliance.
That seems pretty sus.
Yeah.
It's not a bunch of them. You see, like I would say there's maybe 5 to 10 Woodland soldiers that are doing this.
Yeah, but they definitely represent all of them.
Okay, and as you guys begin to Jack, do you hop over to them?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll something because the gap is getting pretty wide now. So roll either finesse or might, or if you have a roguish feat that applies, you can do that as well.
Well, I got a 6.
Orson or Poe, you could help as you guys have steadied yourself a little bit more. You could try to help Jack get over if you want.
I think it'll be fine. He's an adult.
That's a failure. Okay.
He does.
Jack, you with that, you do get an exhaustion as you manage. You barely make it. Like your fingertips grab on. You do get wet, and you are tired from hopping over. But you do manage to all kind of convene on this ship together
with my fingertips.
With my human fingertips.
You gotta dig your nails into the side of the raft as you get it.
We're all together now, just as it should be. We gotta get back to Captain Chomps. He's the only sane thing going on right now.
I agree with that.
Okay, so as you guys say that, the scene shifts. Yep, right over here. Okay, and we open up on. Actually, you hear a voice say, "All right, mateys." We see Sid, Aja, and Captain Chomps on the bridge of the Blades Breeze. Now we've got a bit of a decision on our hands here. Things are heating up, and we've only been paid for transportation. We see the Woodland Alliance ships mobilizing. We do see some still on the Blades Breeze, some beginning to move towards the Blades Breeze. What do you both think? Poe, I need you to roll a charm check.
Okay. Wait, did we teleport over to the Blades Breeze?
This is a different scene.
Oh. That's a 5 and a 2, so 7, but it's with charm?
Yes.
So 8, 9.
Okay. That's good enough. Yeah. We see a flashback of Sid and Poe sitting on the ship talking late into the night. Just the night before. You see Sid pulls a wooden mask off her shoulder and slips it over her face. It is 2 large X's where the eyes should be and a sloppily painted closed mouth with a tongue hanging out. All right, Aja, any thoughts? Orson, I need you to roll cunning.
Oh, this is the Mass Effect 2 ending where all of our decisions mattered, or did it?
Oh my god, I rolled so bad. Well, hold on. I got a 1 + 1 + 2. I think the +2 is actually in there. So it's a 4.
That's a 1 + 1. Yeah, 1 + 1 + 2 would be a 4. That's
That's how basic math works.
yeah, that's pretty bad. You do see. What'd you say?
So is this becoming a clue skit?
So what we see is we see a flashback of Aj and Orson kind of working together on the ropes the night before. And Aja does give Orson a nod that night before, but in the present, we see Aja just kind of shrug their shoulders at Captain Chops.
Damn you, Aja.
All right, wasn't hoping to be a tiebreaker here, but here we are. I need Jack to roll cunning.
Oh fuck, that's a 13.
That's
Damn.
very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, first my Gazette gets thrown in the trash. Now Aja doesn't even actually like me.
All right, I say we go. I mean, I think financially it'll be better for us in the long run. And I seem like, and he's kind of like, as he's saying this, he's looking at the contraption Jack made. They seem like a worthwhile investment for the future. And he smiles. Azza shrugs and pulls out the asks, and he says, all right, rescue and retreat it is. Let's get to work. And we get to Orson, Oppo, and Jack. What are you all doing?
I'm kind of looking over at the Woodland Alliance looters.
Yeah.
And I look back at Jack and Orson, and like this is the first time Poe has probably looked serious, and you just see him put up his hood, and he's like, I have some business I need to take care of. And I just kind of like hop towards the raft, or the boat that I saw the Woodland Alliance on.
Okay, yeah.
I probably don't make it, but we'll find
roll
out.
finesse or might.
Lied.
Finesse or what?
Or might.
Or might? Can I
Unless
roll
you
what?
have a skill, applicable whatever it's called, roguish feat.
No. I got 6 plus 4. And you said finesse or might, which is 0.
Well, 6
so
plus 4
6
is
plus
10.
4 is 10. Yeah.
Yeah, you make it without much of an issue.
It's the first time Poe's ever looked cool.
Yeah, you see Poe like hopping from like ship to ship, and also like hopping on top of people and like jumping as he makes his
Hood
way
up.
as he makes his way to the ship, and it is the ship that Jack was at a little bit earlier, the Barksmith. Whoever the pug that was helping him is missing, but you see some of the Woodland soldiers are taking weapons and arms from there.
So I'm there with them?
Yeah.
I like strike a cool looking pose with my hood down and just like, what are you all doing here? Trying to sound cool.
We were just getting weapons and armor. I mean, this whole thing. I mean, the whole thing's gone belly up. We had a deal, and now the air here, and everything's gonna fall through. So we're taking what we can get, and we're leaving.
Haven't you ever heard the phrase "you catch more flies with honey"? I like grab him by the scruff of his coat. I just want to be like, you put those weapons back, and you help your trading partners fight this war and win.
Okay, roll a.
Would that
charm.
be trick an NPC?
It's
or
either trick or persuade.
an-
Either, I'll let you
I want to
choose.
say persuade. Yeah, because I'm not tricking him. I'm telling him, hey, you
Yeah.
should do the right thing instead of the wrong thing. Okay, so whatever this is, +2, because that's my charm. What? Fuck. So 3 + 2 is a 5.
Possum's gonna get himself killed.
He like the other soldiers kind of surround you as you're doing this. He kind of slaps your hand away, and says, we're going to help. I mean, well, not the trade is on. The trade is on in getting. They're not in a fight. We're in the fight, and you've noticed up until now that the Erie haven't been attacking Trader's Glen. They've been attacking the blockade. That's why only the woodland ships are getting hit on fire.
Good guys.
That's true. Well, seems like you need someone to help fight this war with you then. If you can't beat them, then you gotta join them. And I want to pull out my little knife. I am Didelphus Linnaeus, and I fight for the Woodland Alliance.
roll another charm.
I guess that's just charm. Because I'm not really persuaded.
I
I'm just doing something neat.
So, I mean, the Erie are attacking Trader's Glen, but the Woodland Alliance are actively looting them.
It's a 4 plus a 3, which is 7 plus 2, because you said charm, right?
Yeah.
So 7, 8, 9.
You endear them a little bit. Like you hear that, like I'm going, yeah, and they're like their arms are full of the weapons and armor from from the place. You notice. As they like begin carrying their stuff, and you and the other guy you grabbed are like running back towards the Woodland Alliance ships. As the audience, we see the knife Jack made is among the stolen things.
But I'm there, so maybe I don't know what. I didn't know you did that.
Nope.
You were tripping balls.
I was tripping balls all day.
Okay, so we see Opal run off with the Woodland Alliance.